I'm the one who is keeping me from doing the things I want to do. Hi everybody, my name is Rosalie and welcome back to my channel, Back to Chubby. Today is going to be a weigh-in video and just sort of a vlog. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about my size and about being heavy in general and some of the struggles and some of the weird things that come with just even a little bit of weight loss. And I really wasn't sure where to start because I've essentially got a list of things that I want to talk to you about. But this past week something happened that made me realize that one of the things I want to talk about is the way your friendships and your relationships change when you're overweight. This past week, my husband and I went out to get drinks with a really old friend of ours, the person who actually introduced us. I'm not going to say his name or show his face in a picture, and I think I'm probably not going to show anybody's faces in pictures because it was my choice to put myself out here on this channel, but I'm not going to make that choice for anybody else. So unless someone tells me it's okay for me to show their picture or say their name on here, I'm not going to. But let's just call him Jay. Sure, we'll go with Jay. Jay is actually the reason I met my husband, and that's a whole story I'm not going to get into. But the point is that when he met me and through most of our friendship, well, I mean, we're still friends, but through the main portion of our friendship from a long time ago, I was much thinner. I was not the thinnest I've ever been, but I was much smaller. And I think since then he had seen me once when I was a little bit bigger, and then we hadn't actually physically seen each other in a long time. So I've known him since 2005. Oh my gosh, I've known him since 2005, but a lot's changed over the years and a lot's changed in the interim. And we finally made a point to go out and get a drink, which I included in my calories. And it was good, but it made me realize that part of the reason I've lost a lot of friendships, I think, is me. There's something different about meeting someone now, as I am, and having this be the reality that they know, and having this be the me that they know, and seeing someone that I haven't seen in even 2 years, 5, 10, whatever, and having the me that they knew then just be gone. And yeah, I mean, some of it's personality, but we just, as a species, unfortunately, we focus on how people look. And it's just, every time I see friends, I mean, none of them ever actually come out and say it, but I can usually see it on their faces that just like, what happened? Like, what happened to you? Like, why did you balloon like this? And I mean, I think to me there's almost something kind of comforting knowing that the reality of me, or how people remember me and how people think of me, is how I was back then. Even when I was, 200 pounds, it was different than it is now. I could move better, I was more sociable, I was more confident. And so when I meet people now, and this is the me they know, it's fine. I mean, I can go out and see them. It might be a little bit embarrassing if I get out of breath, or I can't fit in a chair or something like that, or if I wanted to get a table instead of a booth when we go out to eat. But that's the me they know. They're used to it. It's not shocking to them, maybe it's shocking the first time they see me, but it's just what they're used to, and it's what I'm used to, so it's not really embarrassing, it's not really off-putting. But when I see someone that I've known before and they haven't seen me in the interim, it's really nerve-wracking, and it's really uncomfortable for me, and so I just avoid it. You know, I don't go to reunions, I don't go to parties. When I go back home, like my parents live in another city, and when I go back there, I don't tell people I'm in town because they might want to see me. And I mean, I know that like with social media and Facebook and stuff, people have seen that I've gained weight, but most of my pictures are like this one. They're from like here up, because I'm kind of ashamed. We'd planned to go meet, and I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder when I was like 16. And long story short, I felt like I was having a panic attack. And like my husband drove, and on the way over, like, I just, I didn't feel ready. And it was fine. He got there after us and brought his girlfriend, so we met her, and she was nice. And like when he got there, I didn't see anything on his face that I was expecting. Like I didn't see any disgust or judgment or anything unkind. I just saw somebody was happy to see me, no matter what I looked like. And that was a big deal for me, because I've been putting it off for a long time, not only with Jay, but with a lot of friends. There's some people I haven't seen since my wedding. And like one of my really good friends, one of my best friends for years, I hadn't seen her in a long time. Like we both sort of went on and did our own things. Like I'd seen her at my wedding, and then I think I'd seen her once a year or two later, and she joined the Air Force, and I was at college, or went back to college. And anyway, I came into town once for a family thing, and my mom found out she was going to be in town too on leave, and so she arranged for me to see her without telling me. And don't get me wrong, I loved seeing her, but I just felt mortified and unprepared and kind of betrayed by my mom, who she didn't know. I mean, it's not like I go around telling people, hey, don't show me to people I used to know because I'm really embarrassed. It's not her fault. I just have issues. And so I'm careful. A lot of the time. And it means I'm not out and about a lot of the time. I'm either at work or home or working from home. And I'm tired of being cooped up. When we went to go see Jay and everything was fine, it just made me think about what I might be missing. Where I was trying to go with this was it's probably unfair of me to expect all of my friends and people I haven't seen in a long time to judge me so harshly because of my weight, or to judge me as harshly as I judge myself. Don't get me wrong, there's some of them I know would. I know them, but I know that the main reason I've lost a lot of friendships and let this hold me back is because of me and because of my hang-ups, and because I've let myself hold myself back. Not only let my body hold my back, but let me hold myself back because of how I feel about myself. And I would love to be one of those people who feels comfortable no matter what size they are. And in some respects I do. I mean, I'm good at my job. I know what I teach. That I'm comfortable with. It's physically, it's rough. So anyway, that's something I want to start trying to work on, is reconnecting with people and, you know, using those connections to try and motivate myself some more. And so if you are one of those people that I have pushed out of my life, then I'm sorry. I did have somebody who asked me to put up a picture of when I was 158 pounds, so I'm going to find one of those and put that up here. I took before pictures. I haven't really seen myself, like all of me, in a long time. And so I was looking at them, and I don't know if I'm ready to put them up. I mean, I know how big I am. I know how big I feel. I know how my joints feel. I know how, hard it is to move and to breathe, and how much energy I have. And I know what I see when I look down, which is just this gut. But, I just don't think I'd fully comprehended what I'd done to myself. I feel like for maybe right now, these videos, which are the first step in showing people where I'm at, is enough. And I hope you guys won't judge me too hard for not putting them up yet. But I'm still gonna weigh in. I'm still gonna show you where I'm at as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and get the camera set up, weigh in, and then I'll check in with you again.
Hello. It's ready. £411.6.
Okay, so that's where I'm at right now. Not too bad. I have to admit I was hoping for 410 or lower, just because it's sort of a first benchmark of mine, but I'm happy with that. I've mentioned before that I actually started a week or so before I actually started the channel, and so when I started the channel and the weight that I told you, which was 423.2, was actually not the heaviest I've ever been. The heaviest I've ever been was on July 22nd, so just a couple months ago, at 435 pounds. So all in all, that brings my weight loss total to about 11.5 pounds in the past 2 weeks. since I started the channel. But from my heaviest, that's 24 pounds. So that's great. There's still a long way to go, but I'm happy with that. Thank you guys for holding in there with me while I just cry about everything. And thank you especially to all the people who've been so supportive in the comments, and a couple of you who've been there through all 4 videos. I know it's not a lot, but it means a lot to me. And so I just wanted to say thank you. And if you're also struggling, I know some of us are, we got this. It might take a while, and I might cry through a lot of it apparently, but we got this. I'll see you guys next week.